see a photo from your childhood and you're just like...
The phone is my pacifier, the glue that holds together my sanity. It distracts me from the chaos. It passes time more quickly. Sometimes I get concerned with how much time I'm spending on my phone. I know I should be a better example for my kids. I need to put the phone away. How did I cope with my day before I had a phone? How did moms in the generations before me not go insane without a phone?
My name is Connie. I'm 72 years old. I had my first child in 1968.
How did you entertain yourself while watching the kids?
Oh, every day we did an outing. We went for a walk. We'd play out in the backyard. We would go to the park. We always had something that we did active outdoors.
Did you ever find yourself to be bored?
It does get boring because they play in the same way. And before they're expanding, it's hard. When I would find myself getting disinterested with what they're doing, I'd engage my own imagination. But I always had music on. I played classical music for the most part.
And that's what you enjoyed?
I was calmer. I was more functional. It was for my sanity.
If you had modern technology when you were raising young children, how would you have integrated that into your parenting?
Well, the thing I think of first is our cell phones. But you know, I was not on the phone a lot. And I don't know how I would have used it. I've never thought about that. How that could have benefited me. Because my kids just required my time. There was no way that any of the apps could babysit or do any of the jobs that I needed to do. And I don't think modern technology would have helped me.
When you become a mom, your whole life changes. All the time you used to spend on yourself, you now have to spend taking care of someone else.
All right, let's go play, kiddos.
And as much as you love your children, sometimes it can feel like they just ruin everything precious to you.
It's literally not turning on right now. It's broken.
My name is Dr. Sheryl Ziegler. I'm a doctor of psychology. I'm a registered play therapist, and I specialize in treating children, stress, burnout, depression, and anxiety.
I know that a lot of moms today have the compulsion to be on their phone all the time when they're watching their kids. Why do you think these women are seeking out this constant stimulation?
So part of it starts with a need and a desire that we all have for connection. That really is number one, right? However, the dopamine hit that we get, that feel-good neurotransmitter, it's also part of the addiction cycle. Becoming addicted to a screen or to social media or to the positive feedback loop of you gotta like, it's the same pathway as drugs, alcohol, gambling, sex. I'd still say that the bored mom at home is still on because she wants to be connected. But what's gonna happen to her? She's gonna get FOMO. She's gonna feel terrible about her house, about her kids, about the way she looks, about her clothes. I mean, this is stereotypical. This data is strong. This isn't just anecdotally we think this happens. This is what happens. I think there's a couple of things that people can do. I think they can limit themselves first and foremost. I probably think that's one of the most important things, meaning give yourself X amount of time, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And I think it's really healthy to make an agreement with yourself, particularly when you're raising those young children, right? Probably under the age of 5, to say, and then I am not looking at it again until maybe that's nap time, right? And you have to make a commitment that at 10 a.m., 11 a.m., you're not bored and then going to mindlessly start scrolling. That if you find yourself being bored, if you don't have the phone to go to, all of a sudden you have to be all sorts of present with what's going on. Setting clear and healthy boundaries is key to us having positive relationships with people, whether that's your kids, your spouse, your partner, your boss, your neighbor. To be able to say even to a toddler, I'm going to make lunch right now. that's going to take mommy a couple of minutes, and I'm going to listen to my podcast because I really like to do that. That's mommy's version of play. So I would just start using that languaging, right? We don't have to hide it. But when it's done, now we have lunch, AirPods go out of the ears. Now you're back to present with them and you're enjoying eating with them. I'm sure you enjoy maybe eating with them more than you do getting on the floor and playing with them. So do what you enjoy with them.
Sometimes it's hard to remember what you enjoy doing with your kids when you're in the dark moments of motherhood. You might say to yourself, well, I don't enjoy anything about my kids right now. They constantly bombard me and won't ever leave me alone. Not even at night. It's relentless. What works best for me in these moments is to remove myself from the situation and clear my head. And once I get everything out of my system, I really try to focus on what I actually enjoy doing with my children. And from there, I start to make a plan on what I can do once I go back into the house. By the end of this exercise, you'll have a little list of activities you can do with your kids. Oh my goodness, what is this?
Mama, no phone.
Hey, let me see it.
I'm not using it until I can get a good case on it. There are going to be times where you feel overwhelmed and wanting to distract yourself from the current situation. But instead of reaching for your phone to scroll on social media, reach for your list instead and choose the activity that you want to do the most in that moment. Then pull out a timer and set your time limit. That way, your kids will understand when it's time to stop and you won't feel the dread of playing a never-ending game. Chances are, after you've had all of that one-on-one time together, your kids will likely play by themselves. Implementing these suggestions has really improved my experience as a mom. It's taken away a lot of the guilt that comes with relaxation, and it allows my children to enjoy a happier mom. So I encourage you to step away from other people's lives and fully immerse yourself into your own. I just want to take time to give a huge shout out to RhinoShield. Thank you so much for sending me those cases. If you don't know about RhinoShield makes extremely protective cases with very sleek, customizable designs. They have co-branded collections with big names such as NBA, NASA, League of Legends, PewDiePie, and Pac-Man. The cases are highly customizable and come in a variety of colors and prints to mix and match your own style. For extreme impact protection, get the RhinoShield phone case plus the 3D impact screen protector for the best protection for your phone. RhinoShield ships worldwide and has free shipping for qualified orders. There are different case styles to choose from. There's the modular MX case for iPhone with changeable back plates or a bumper case only, and the classic solid suit for all devices. And all cases have changeable buttons. It's available for all iPhones and most Android flagship devices. And you can get your RhinoShield case today by clicking the link in the description and using the code CREATORNOW for 10% off your first order. Thank you so much to RhinoShield for sending me these cases. I love them so much. You guys are being way too silly back there.